Hello Wargamers, it's me Callum from Tabletop Banter, and in today's video we are going to take a closer look at the Fellowship of the Treasure, my Frostgrave Warband, after their first few games. Having played a few games of Frostgrave now, I've obviously gotten some upgraded stats which are very exciting, and I've got some stuff in my vault, I've got a couple of things going on, and I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you a little bit about what I've picked, where my guys are at. So, I thought we'd start with this wonderfully laminated wizard sheet. Big thanks to Craig from Kiblams. He obviously put this together for me, which was very nice of him, and you should go check his channel out because he does some great Frostgrave stuff. I mean, the likelihood is you're already subscribed to him, but if you aren't subscribed to him, go do it right now. Because he put this together for me so that when I went to visit a little while ago, before Christmas, I'd have a wizard sheet that I could easily edit, basically. And what I wanted to do today was go over how I've improved, how everything's improved, basically. So we've got my wizard Gandalf is a level 16 elementalist. Now I think we played 4 or 5 games, so he grew pretty quickly. I don't have my actual casting values of many of my spells. I do know that I got elemental bolt down to an 8 or a 7 to cast. Well, it was 5 games. So it would have been a 7, I think. Basically, every single time I could, I dropped it, which isn't broken at all. And I'm really enjoying the way the game plays and everything. And at the moment, I have all I've done is given him some extra health. He's got the Staff of Power level 3, so I don't have to sort of cut for all my spells every time I want to get it off. For example, Elemental Bolt, I now pretty much can't fail. The first time it's cast, at least. So, I mean, that's good. That's really encouraging, and I am enjoying that idea very much. Other spells that I have taken are Fast Act. Obviously, I've got Elemental Bolt. I have Elemental Hammer, and I also have Wall. I found Wall and Elemental Bolt worked really well together, especially with my other spell, Wizard Eye. So I pop Wizard Eye on something, I'd build a wall, and then I would just shoot from the eye. And that would be my way of being an arsehole. I also have Strength, Heal, and Leap. Now, all of those spells, the ones apart from Fast Act, have been used in games. The only one I haven't used yet is Fast Act. Oh no, I have actually, because it gives you that phase before a phase. So I've used that a couple of times to be sneaky with treasure and stuff. And I'm finding those spells are working really, really well. Now, I also have another spell, and I can't remember. It might be Call Storm. I had it in a grimoire, and I decided just to learn it because you never know when it's going to come in handy. I can't remember if it was Call Storm or something similar. It might have been Elemental Ball, whatever it may be. I decided to actually use my grimoire and learn a spell, which I haven't done on any others. So obviously Frodo is then the apprentice, and he's got a little bit less. He's just got a hand weapon, nothing fantastically special. Now, as for my base, I decided to go with a laboratory because extra experience is just handy. Like 20 extra XP, you never know when it makes a difference. Like here's an example, okay? I played 5 games, which means I got a whole level for free just off of choosing a laboratory. Well, not a whole level, but 80 XP, because in the first one you don't get it. You pick a base after your first game. So that was really, really helpful. Now, I thought you had to buy a base for 250 gold coins when I first started. So I ended up spending 250 gold coins on nothing. But instead of getting it back, I decided just to say, hey guys, is it okay if I just whack on a celestial telescope? Thinking, I don't really want to go back and have 250 gold coins to spend on whatever. So I allocated it to my base, and it went on a celestial telescope, which basically got me some pretty hefty helping hands during a couple of games. Is it worth 250 gold coin in the short run? No. In the long run, perhaps. We will only see over time. In my vault, I've got a good 5 grimoires. I'll just check I haven't got any. Yeah, a good 5 grimoires. Awareness, Time Store, Teleport, Imp, and Grenade, which Craig knows is a fantastic spell, especially when you say it right. That's a bit of an in-joke. I hope he's watching. If he's not, I'll have to tell him off when I see him next. I also have a potion of speed, potion of healing, and I bought myself an elixir of life just in case someone died. Didn't really want to lose all of that stuff just like that. So that's how they're performing. I'm really enjoying the way the Elementalist is going. I would like to try some other stuff in the future, but right now Elementalist is good for me, and I think it suits Gandalf a little bit. On to the rest of the Warband. So again, a lovely laminated sheet from Craig. What an absolute gent. And we will start with my captain, Aragorn. So Aragorn, obviously he is the regular plus the regular 6 movement. However, I paid basically as much as I could to up his fight stat and his damage dealing and stuff like that. So he's armor 11, 13 health. He is shooting +1 standard, pretty crap will. His tricks of the trade are sprint and coup de grace. He's basically he has 150 experience, which makes him a, wait for it, level 1 captain. Oh yeah. He has a bow, a 2-handed weapon, but a special weapon with +1 fight. He also has the gloves of strength and the drinking horn. Now, the reason I've done this, and it's gonna sound kind of horrible, is I was thinking of ways that I could make him a one-shot kill kind of guy. And I was looking at some of the buffs on my wizard that my wizard has. You know, you whack strength on him and he's +4 fight, +2 fight. Sorry. You pop elemental hammer on and he deals an additional 5 damage. You have a 2-handed weapon and it's more damage. You give him the gloves of strength and it's more damage. So if I get that lucky hit, there is a way I can stack it so that he's basically dishing out like a solid 12 damage, almost no problem at all, which I love. I like that idea. This threat bubble he gives, even though most of the time it's not going to come off, the 1 or 2 times it does, kind of cool. He's like a physical elemental bolt. Except it's not +8 shooting, which is a shame. If it was +12 fight, that'd be savage. But it isn't. It's like +4 or 5 fight and then +6 damage or something. But it's quite nice. I do quite like it. As for the rest of the fellows, we have Billy, the pack mule. Nothing special on him. I don't really think he's done anything. Apart from pick up he is a horse, but the pack mule model isn't actually meant to be a horse. I believe it's meant to be a person with a backpack. So he's taken a couple of bits of easy treasure. That's about it. I've got Pippin and Merry, who are my 2 thieves. Again, they're very much a case of grab a treasure and get the hell out of there. It's something they do pretty damn regularly. I've got Samwise, who is my javelineer. I am thinking of upgrading him. I've got the coin, so I might just drop him into an infantryman or something like that, so he can do a little bit more than nothing. We've got Gimli. Now this guy has been an absolute tank. He's my treasure hunter. He obviously is +3 fight, and then you drop a cheeky little strength on him. And I mean, this guy has chewed through 4 of Craig and Harry's Warband in a game, kind of on a couple of occasions. He's just gone, oh, I've just killed you. Oh, I've just killed you after I, jump into the next combat. So he's really been pretty key in doing the damage. While he doesn't take as much treasure, ironically, he does deal out a lot of damage and allows the thieves that opportunity to piss off with the treasure. We've also got Legolas II. Basically, if anyone dies, I'm just going to add Roman numeral onto their name afterwards. He has got a +1 shooting bow, which is really handy. It allows me that extra sort of reliability at shooting. I mean, he is +2 anyway, so it becomes a 3. I mean, that's not so bad. It's not great, don't get me wrong, but there's no harm in having it. And I finally have Boromir II. Now, it's no surprise he died. It wasn't in the first game, believe it or not. It was in my 2nd or 3rd. And he has nothing. I don't trust him to live, so I don't give him anything shiny. So that's it for the Warband so far. Like I said, I'm rocking a level 16 wizard and a level 1 captain. I'm really hoping to get Aragorn up there a little bit more in the coming games. There are some people playing up where I am at uni, which is fantastic, and hopefully they'll let me just jump in with this Warband, and we'll all be merry and dandy. Another little update for the actual Warband. I have them just here. I got a nice pair of Ted Baker socks from my grandmother for Christmas, and I decided to just quickly whip together a little storage box for my Warband, so you can see them in there. There they are, the Fellowship of the Treasure. with all the hobbits getting kind of cozy. So at least I got a nice little way of taking this army around. So that's it for the update on the Fellowship of the Treasure. I hope you've enjoyed this video. There'll be more to come, the more games I play. I'm probably going to go over some kind of the different spells and the laws. I don't know, like the routes you can go down with different casters and stuff like that. I just, it's a really fun game. It's a really friendly game, and I do enjoy that very much. I'd like to take this opportunity to also suggest that you go and check out Kablam's channel and look in particular for the Frostgrave global campaign, because at the moment myself, Craig and Harry, though predominantly Craig, are running a global campaign. Harry and I are kind of like spitting ideas at Craig, and he is saying, oh yeah, that works well with what we've got, or we're critiquing some of the stuff he says before it goes out. So we're very much behind back of house, and Craig is very much the protagonist in this global campaign. But we would absolutely love you to go and check that out, because it's obviously he's putting the effort in, and it's actually turning out to be quite hotly contested at the moment. I mean, we've had a lot more participation than initially anticipated, and it's been wonderful to see. And obviously you will have heard my voice in his voiceover for the round 1 recap on his channel, because I speak the Queen's English, and apparently that's a good thing. So as I said, thank you ever so much for watching. Go check out his channel, and in the meantime, don't forget, have fun.